Yeah. Smash!
Wagwan!
We there, man. A bad man, Baffu passing through. Yes, sire. Big up on ourselves straight there. Rastafari.
Rastafari.
Give thanks for life.
Yes,
Straight
Rastafari.
there.
You good, Brettin?
Everything nice.
Lion
Majesty. We give thanks for life.
You good?
Lion paw. Big up stuffer. Yes, sire. Full stop. Big up yourself.
Yes,
Big youth. Yes, sire.
Yes,
what
so
you got for me, Smash? Hey. You see, Rastafari govern the globe. Because we don't know, you see, get to youth have to survive. Well, them not know this. Original man, a bad man, Baffu Chaffu. Gone in the eye. How them not know? Rastafari them deal with wicked and we deal them. Tell them this. Batatan, to father. Pull it up. Smash.
What?
You think see a joke this?
No man. No
Let go
man.
it again. Kaona juona penda Kimathi. Kaona juona penda Rasta. Kaona juona penda Marcus Garvey. Stop and big up yourself. A long time we do this. Tell them this. Tougher than them. Tougher than them. Rougher than. No for them are enemy as they could have been no friend. Better than them. Tougher than them. Rougher than. No for them are enemy as they could have been no friend. Some boy are dead in the city. Long time me see them I look too sicky. True Baffu Chaffu cannot show them no pity. Make them feel no me I go lock up the city. Woman me love to looking good and pretty. Ha ha! Smash, tell them this. You see, a fire we burn, none of them can cool.
True that.
From day one. You see, Rastafari govern the globe. A Marcus Garvey celebration coming. 17th August. Tell them this. Tougher than them. Rougher than. No for them are enemies, yes, they could have been no friend. Better than them. Tougher than them. Rougher than. No for them are enemies, yes, they could have been no friend. Some boy are dead in the city. Long time we see them, I look too sicky. True Baffu Chaffu cannot show them no pity. Make them feel no me, I go lock up the city. Woman, he love you looking good and pretty. Born funny man, can all of them throat fishy. Fire bless them. Tell them this. Ha! Well, yo, bata. Pull it up. Different thing. Nothing we have. If you know say you love the woman, if you know say you love the mother earth, tell them this. The woman them good looking and pretty. Pull it up. You see, if you know say you love your mother, if you love your sister, give me the lion paw. Tell them this. The woman them good looking and pretty, hot like a fire, fresh like a water lily. The woman them good looking and pretty, and everywhere she goes she just a yell King Selassie. The woman them good looking and pretty, hot like a fire, fresh like a water lily. The woman them good looking and pretty, and everywhere she goes she just a yell King Selassie. You better than the rest, Empress, you are the best. Rastaman, you love you, I go kiss and caress. Give me the sex when me lie in your chest. Selassie, I had send me for you, not a test. Love me, woman, just forget about the rest. When you are the queen, Rastaman for the king. Conquer me out with your everything. When you are the lioness, I and I the lion. The woman, them, good looking and pretty, hot like a fire. Pull of that. If anyone say you respect your mama, no one say the woman is the source of life. That is where life come from.
Yep.
So respect your sister, your auntie, your grandmother. Hey, Smash.
Yeah.
Ni nini hapa haitoki kutoka kwa woman? Hakuna.
Mother Nature.
Yes, sire.
Brother.
Big up Queen Bella there. You don't know straight there. Let's go the next tune. If you know I say you love Kimathi, and you know I say Kenya is the real chapter of Rastafari. Put up your hand up. Big up Marcus Garvey. At the same time, we big up the government of Kenya for honoring Field Marshal Honorable Dedan Kimathi. Are we not bad, friend? Wacha kunita mungiki Kwaniwe Ujuwe rasta na pia. You see, them don't know what this. Are we ancestors this? Yes, I am not Gatundu, big up yourself. Rastafari. You see, if you don't read Kimathi, you don't know yourself. Big up the government of Kenya for honoring Field Marshal Honorable Dedan Kimathi. At the same time, we not beg, friend. Kwaniwe Ujuwe rasta na pia ujuwe akili ninwale Atawe unasa kufunge uache kuleta mungiki Kwaniwe ujuwe rasta na pia ujuwe akili ninwale Atawe unasa kufunge Kimathi Firul Nati Congo Firul, for real Firul, well Kimathi Firul Nati Congo Firul, for real Firul, well Kimathi Firul Mau Mau Firul, for real Firul, well Kimathi Firul Nati Congo Firul, for real Firul, well last time medicine say let's say ya the father Babylon them flex when them see the lion face fire we are born and them kia cool we burn them straight from the head to the toe the youth man arise Babylon I get weaker Rasta everywhere from the north to the east to the west Rasta international one go to Japan you have to find a Rasta man you run down to China you find a Rasta man down in America you find a Rasta man Bucking at the Europe, you have to find the Rastaman. All over the world, Rastaman everywhere. Watch a kunita mungi. Kwaniwe, ujuwe Rasta na pia, ujuwe akili ninwale. Atawe, pull it up.
Mrasta.
We not give them all.
Yeah, man.
We started with Florida 2000. We are the people who made a name without a music or radio station.
Yes, sir. True.
Yes, we just go and grab the mic and start doing we thing.
Yeah, man.
Yes, higher. Badadam, 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 them. Tougher than them. Rougher them are enemy as they could have been a friend.
Yes,
Son boy are dead in the city. Long time we see them a look too sicky. True Baffu Chaffu cannot show them no pity. Make them feel now we are gonna lock up the city. Oh mommy love she looking good and pretty. Born funny man can all of them throat fishy.
Yes,
so
sir.
at stage we get win him. So me office yangu power on the stage. Meaning power studio, radio na kila kitu bad. Yo kia district ghetto youth again, ghetto youth a suffer for a long time. Yo kia kill the ghetto youth again. Give them a chance, never gun them down. You don't know straight. We see are we right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, I am. So inspiration.
Because your style is not free. Your style is not free. Like in our party, freestyle.
You see. You see, give me that. I wish you read him that.
Yeah, man.
You see, anything. Ha. Sometimes them say, Rastaman cannot do. We tell them this. Fire we are born red. Well, yo can't listen, get to youth again. Get to youth a suffer for a long time. You can't listen, get to youth again. Give them a chance, never gun them down. Well, you can't listen, get to youth again. Get to youth a suffer for a long time. Well, you can't listen, get to youth again. Give them a chance, never gun them down. Well, this year no what, this year natural calamity. Them claim say them bad, but them no bad at reality. Gun them a bus, can't match this velocity. Them polar falling at the force of gravity. They bust down tsunami, them can't face the density. Band and Latin in mash up majority. Brimstone and fire, they just show them brutality. Bleaching for me is a Bugari mentality. This year no what, this year natural calamity. Them claim say them bad. better than reality. Gun them a bus, scam at this velocity. Them bullet falling at the force of gravity. You hear that? Any rhythm we born.
Anything and anything.
You see, so we say this. We sing about our surrounding.
True.
War going on.
Yeah, man.
Right now, the youth is fighting.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
For what they don't know. Because youth man have been fighting since 1963.
Yep.
And we now know. Now technology connect the youth.
True.
The youth can do better.
Yeah.
When them things wise.
Yeah, man.
But the realization of weakness
Yeah.
is what brings forth wisdom.
True.
Live a good life on earth, you don't know where dead people go to.
Yeah, man.
This is heaven.
Yeah.
Born to live, not to die.
Yes,
man.
sir.
Good over evil, life
Life
over
over
death.
death.
You don't know. Rastafari we are deal with.
Yeah, man.
Food from the soil.
Food from
Yes,
the
I
soil.
am natural.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we don't yam junk food.
No, man.
Yes, I am.
Yeah,
We
man.
not injecting in our
In our
system.
system.
Ni staff gani manze maybe tunatarajia kutoka kwake?
Okay, mimi acha nikusidanganye. Mimi ni mtu voice daily. Na naza challenge artist yote hapa Kenya. Hakuna artist ana ngoma mob kuniliko. But ngoma zangu kama we hauna ile charisma,
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
charisma.
intelligence,
True.
strength,
Yes, sir.
hawezi press hiyo play.
Na.
Hebu isikia tu wacha kuniita mungeke kwani we. Yani kama we hauna strength na we ni selector, hiyo ngoma kama we si smash hauta press hiyo ngoma. Sasa watu watafute tu ngoma zangu ziko mob. Daily na voice. Hata jana nime voice, hata leo na voice.
Kwa ama iTunes ama
Ya unaweza zipata kwa YouTube.
Yes, sir.
Baffu Chaffu double F's like that.
Yes, sir.
Unaweza ni get kwa page niko hadi TikTok niko unacheki.
Ndio hiyo.
Yes,
Technology,
kila pahali.
use it, use it.
Na hiyo
don't
technology
abuse it.
tunai-use too proper.
Yeah,
Yes,
use
sir.
it, don't abuse it.
We know that engagement with social media and our cell phones releases a chemical called dopamine. That's why when you get a text, it feels good, right? So, we've all had it where you're feeling a little bit down or feeling a bit lonely. And so you send out 10 texts to 10 friends, hi, 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 hi. Because it feels good when you get a response, right? Right? It's why we count the likes. It's why we go back 10 times to see if my Instagram is growing slower. Did I do something wrong? Do they not like me anymore? Right? The trauma for young kids to be unfriended, right? Because we know when you get a hit of dopamine, which feels good. It's why we like it. It's why we keep going back.
God has blessed us with free will. Now it's free will magnified, free will on steroids. You're free to go in any direction you want. It will allow you, and it's not the enemy. It's just it's just a reflection of our own free will. And we all want to be liked. But now we want to be liked by 16 million. And will now some of us do anything to be liked.
And it's clearly working. Today, wherever we go, we're inevitably surrounded by fellow citizens staring into their phones, as we usually are too.
Turn it off. That's what I would say. It's hard for young people now because they're hooked. They're addicted. If you don't think you're addicted, and I'm talking about anyone, from the highest to the lowest, if you don't think you're addicted, then see if you can turn it off for a week. It got quiet in here, didn't it? Didn't it get real quiet?
Dopamine is the exact same chemical that makes us feel good when we smoke, when we drink, and when we gamble. In other words, it's highly, highly addictive, right? We have age restrictions on smoking, gambling, and alcohol, and we have no age restrictions on social media and cell phones, which is the equivalent of opening up the liquor cabinet and saying to our teenagers, hey, by the way, this adolescence thing, if it gets you down.
When Facebook was getting going, I had these people who would come up to me and they would say, I'm not on social media. And I would say, okay, you will be. And then they would say, no. I value my real life interactions. I value the moment. I value presence, and I value intimacy. And I would say, well, you're a conscientious objector. That's okay. You don't have to participate, but we'll get you eventually. and like, I don't know if I really understood the consequences of what I was saying. because the unintended consequences of a network when it grows to 1 billion or 2 billion people, and it literally changes your relationship with society, with each other, with it probably interferes with productivity in weird ways. God only knows what it's doing to our children's brains.
But experts say putting electronic devices in the hands of your children can be dangerous. Jacqueline Kovac has the story.
Cell phone addiction. It's becoming more common. According to a national study, 1 in every 8 kids becomes an addict.
They feel that all of their interaction is coming through that device versus through face-to-face interaction. And again, that the negative consequences of not having it don't matter to them, that they feel that they must actually have it to feel okay.
Dr. Mary Berg, a clinical psychologist, says you can tell when your child is addicted, when they can't do their homework because they can't put down the device. They would rather socialize with the device rather than face to face. And they're not sleeping because they must be using the device at all times.
You know, if the thought process that went into building these applications, Facebook being the first of them, to really understand it, that thought process was all about how do we consume as much of your time and conscious attention as possible. And that means that we need to sort of give you a little dopamine hit every once in a while because someone liked or commented on a photo or a post or whatever. And that's going to get you to contribute more content, and that's going to get you, more likes and comments. I mean, it's a social validation feedback loop that it's like it's exactly the kind of thing that a hacker like myself would come up with, because you're exploiting a vulnerability in human psychology.
What's happening is, because we're allowing unfettered access to these dopamine-producing devices and media, basically it's becoming hardwired, and what we're seeing is as they grow older, too many kids don't know how to form deep, meaningful relationships. Their words, not mine. They will admit that many of their friendships are superficial. They will admit that their friends, that they don't count on their friends, they don't rely on their friends, they have fun with their friends, but they also know that their friends will cancel on them as something better comes along. Deep, meaningful relationships are not there because they never practice the skill set, and worse, they don't have the coping mechanisms to deal with stress. So when significant stress starts to show up in their lives, they're not turning to a person, they're turning to a device.
Alafu manze Baffu Chaffu mika DJ ama mika pasueri manze tangu day one likuona the energy manze sijui nini ukukip manze sijui
That's why me
say
food straight from the soil.
Yes sir.
Man a real italist.
Ukatagi maji nini.
Sikuli kitu inatembea, kitu ina swim, na kitu ina fly.
They are full of bacteria.
Yes, I deal with that.
Man, no.
So you see?
Rasta kuragio mena smash them.
Mtu yangu they are full.
No. You see what?
They are full of bacteria,
Let me tell you,
parasites,
what
and
my
all
ancestor ate is not what you're eating right now.
Ah.
Yes, everything is contaminated.
That's good, Bridget.
Why is meat bad for people? Why is animal products are bad for humans, like from the scientific perspective?
Yeah, absolutely. So, while meat has not been predominant in most of our historical ancestors, but it did show up here and there. And even when they look back at what they do is they look at fossils of feces, poop fossils, to look at what our ancestors ate. And they found paleo fossils, and they ate almost entirely plants. It was little bits of animal products, not big steak meals, right? Like we have now. So when they did eat meat, it was very sparingly. And I think a lot of the reasons that you mentioned, one, as long as there was bountiful produce, there was no reason to do that. If you could just walk around and eat leaves and eat vegetables and eat fruits, you're fine. But when there are certain climates where it was winter, they might have started to eat meat for those reasons. Although the theory is probably it was mostly scavenging, because we're not built for hunting. We don't have claws. We're not fast, right? We're not going to catch a deer on our own 2 legs, right? So more likely they were scavenging what other animals might have left behind, or eating bugs like a lot of our ape-like ancestors, or, mostly plants, maybe a little bit of bugs or something, but it wasn't a huge part of the diet. And the fossil records show that the majority of what people were eating were plants. That's what they were living on. So it was a small amount. Once we created farming where we could trap animals and have them at the ready, it went up more. And then refrigeration, of course, as well, it went up more. So it's not our natural diet, but it is one that if we prepare it in a certain way, if we cook it, add spices to it, it tastes good at that point, and it stimulates these neurotransmitters in our brain just like drugs do. So just like, when we found plants that if we chewed on the plant leaf, we could stay very awake and alert while we were foraging or doing our nightly, dance around the fire. Then we found, if you really take a lot of these plants and turn it into a powder and snort it up your nose, then you really can have a party, right? It's human nature that we find something that stimulates us a little and we find a way to really overdose on it until it could be deadly. Right? That's kind of our nature. I mean, they've found Egyptian hieroglyphics that were beer recipes. From we've been looking at getting high since we discovered that we could. It's just part of that's the destructive part of human nature. So just because we've done things doesn't mean that it's the right thing. But definitely we weren't designed physiologically for it, but we can tolerate certain levels. But when you are consuming high amounts of animal products, so for example, if you look at just meat intake, dairy intake, when you look at the studies around this, what they found is the more animal products people eat, the higher their rates of diseases in all areas, heart disease, cancer, all sorts of different diseases. In any area you look at, the disease rates go up higher and higher. Now we have a new study that was just done where they were looking at rates of moderate to severe COVID compared to diet. That study shows what I've been teaching for over a decade, which is that any kind of animal products interferes with the proper functioning of your immune system. It raises your risk of autoimmune disease, but it also raises your risk of infections and decreases your ability to fight infections. So it's a really important concept, and there's many different theories that people can have, right? Everyone with a mouth has their own theory, but results are what matters most. Anybody can sound good saying something, but what are the results? And the results show over and over again that the more plants you eat, the healthier you will be, the more resistant to infections, the more ability you have to heal and repair your body. And the more animal products you eat, the higher your risk of disease, death, infection, all of those things. So it's a really important fact, and it's become more and more accepted and widely known, but still not widely known enough to save all the lives that still need to be saved.
Yes, I am.
Alikuwa nataka ufanyie kitu redeem vibes. Au sio?
Well, you don't know you're there for redeem vibes. MC full stop. You don't know, straight tire. Smash them. You don't know, man, a bad man, Baffu, Chaffu say, yo, DJ pass sweary. Yes, I pass them.
Yes, Rasta.
Yes, I the man I go pass them.
Na tukiingia break, nataka niwaache na hii video yako inajiita
Ancient kush, straight from the bush. Nobody can teach me how to pull no push. Ancient kush, straight from the bush. Me not deal with the oil like the one George Bush. Tell them, say that's the ice of an King of kings and the Lord of lords. Tell them, Baffu Chaffu better than them. Ready? Well, we are gonna tell them what they want. Tell them what they need. Well, ancient kush, straight from the bush. Nobody can teach me how to pull no push. Ancient kush, straight from the bush. Me not deal with the eye like the one George Bush. Ancient kush, straight from the bush. Nobody can teach me how to pull no push. Ancient kush, straight from the bush. Me not fight for the eye like the one George Bush. Me no know what them a fight me for. Me no know what them a grudge me for. Me no know what them a hurt me for. But tell me I wonder what them bring me for. I and I now go bow for them. Rastaman I go back from them. Say I say I put the right on them. Me no fear Babylon Rasta step on them. Ancient kush, straight from the bush. Nobody can teach me how to pull no push. Ancient kush, straight from the bush. Me no deal with the eye like the one George Bush.
Fire, boom. Mana Baffu Chaffu.
Yeah,
kuna kitu nataka kukuuliza. What inspires you kukupiga hizi marelics?
Unajua, Rastafari is the head. Sasa mimi ukuwa more Rastafari than even the music itself.
Yeah, man.
So nilikutana na priest fulani wa Bobo. Big up Priest Harry wherever him there. Sasa huyu ni Mjomeka, alikuja hapa hivi 1993. Akaipitia hapo hivyo. Officially akakuja hapa cassette Churchical Order of Bobo Shanti. Sasa aliniambiaje? Baffu, if you want to get a sound, you have to do it under the Churchical Order of Rastafari.
True.
Check where you eat.
Yeah, man.
Check how you see.
Yeah, man.
Check how you talk.
Yeah.
Check everything around you.
Yeah, man.
Positivity.
Yeah, man.
Rules.
And talking about food and feeding, yeah? Can you elaborate more on the ways?
You see, my ancestor used just to slaughter a cow once in a while and to feed on it.
True.
But right now, you can't get a cow slaughtered like that. So you see, if we as Africans go back to the basics, then we will get where our food that is aligning with our DNA is.
Exactly.
You see?
Exactly.
Enough junk thing we put in our veins.
Yes, Rasta.
That's why we can live for long.
Yeah, man.
You see, a little boy look like an old man.
An old man, and his age is just a number.
Yes,
you
sir.
don't age. You're not supposed to age.
If you don't watch what you eat.
Hebu tulia tusikie watu huko hivyo mtaani wanadaiaje. Hello? MC Ghetto.
Woza.
Ndio huyu Baffu hapa hivi. Hebu muulize. Maswali uko nazo unaweza taka kumuuliza.
Kwanza first of all namgotea sana.
Yeah, man.
Gota.
Nagotea Baffu Chaffu.
Big up yourself.
Nagotea bado zije pasweri.
Yes, sir. Big up yourself, Bridge.
Tall DJ, big up.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Okay. Na talking master hata kwenye yako bado big up yourself. So mi nauliza Baffu Chaffu.
Yeah.
Kama sahi venye wanajua watu wengi sana, kama venye rege watu wengi wanasemanga ni watu kama Mongeki hivi watu wachukulianga rege vibaya sana. Sasa ndo naweza ambia wase rege ni kitu ya maana sana. Wa respect rege juu rege ndio culture yetu.
Yeah. Baffu Chaffu.
Yes, you don't know reggae music. Inaongea juu ya maisha zile si tuna go through.
Yeah.
Unacheki. Na Bob mwenyewe alisema ni one love. So humanity ni one.
Yeah.
Na kama music ile inataka kuweka watu pamoja, ukuwa kama reggae. Not checking on your tribe, not checking on your color, not checking on your race. It's just this music that is always fought by people who don't know it.
Yeah.
So wewe kona penda reggae, zidi kupenda reggae na usikize zile message reggae inakupatia. Reggae imesaidia watu wengi bana. Kuna youth mazee alikuwa anaenda kufanya kitu mbaya, reggae ikamwambia unaweza kuwa selector na umeke na maisha yako. Na reggae ndio music imekuwa ikilipa watu underground hapa hivi mtani kuliko muziki yoyote. DJ anaweza toka tu, unaweza toka ghetto na unakuwa DJ mkubwa na unaanza tu. Unacheki. So respect the music everywhere.
Baffu Chaffu.
Baffu Chaffu. Story na hizi demonstrations zinago on na mayouths unaweza semaje kuhusu hizi demo zinapigwa na mayouths huko around?
You see, the youth have the right to say what they want. But still,
ngoja kwanza, una support Gen Z?
You see, I was that stage one time. Kwanza mi yangu hata saa ilikuwa ni musical, yani war yani. Mi ndo artist yule ameandika ngoma zingine ukisikiza. Ukuwaga inaongea juu ya system mbaya. But unajua approach yangu imekuwa musical. Mi ni ras na si uongea juu ya peace, love and unity.
Man.
Hawezi pata justice kama hakuna peace.
True that.
How will you sit down and just declare something right and when there is chaos?
Nothing.
You can't do that. So me just love the youth, but me want the youth to go in the drawing board and just check it out and make sure say umefanya kitu iko na channel ile utasucceed tu. Unacheki. Si tulikuwa kampoa tukwa na phone. Hatukuwa na smartphone ama nini. Tulikuwa tunakujiwa na makarao tunapigwa huko hivyo na hakuna mtu taambia. Unacheki. But unacheki sahi kuna technology.
Man.
Kuna kila kitu. But sasa avenue gani utatumia kureach Kingfish pale? Kingfish bado anataka ku maintain status quo. na ajui technology.
Yes, sir.
Sasa hiyo technology waitumie tu positive. Tutarich your goal.
But the Caribbean people are so passive. I think they put something in our water over the years. We're not fighting anymore. We're accepting. We're not standing up anymore. We're laying down. And these motherfuckers we call our politicians, the real criminals and the real crooks, they're having a blast. Because there's no check and balance. Check and balance don't come from your cronies. Check and balance come from people who feel the pain.
Right.
And that's why you see what, like even in Kenya, they were taken aback. They didn't know that the young men and the young women of Kenya had their ducks so much in a row that they could tell each politician what they owned and where they live and where the investments were. That shook them. So we realized that, you know, in the region, we have to do better as the leaders. We need to stop elect people based on their skin color and them being charming. It should be on your mandate. And we have to hold your feet to the fire to accomplish what you promised. Simple.
Without violence.
Niko na kola mwingine Irongo. Irongo.
Yo, niaje.
Ongea. Kinango kuko aje Morio?
Kuko washa ile mbaya.
Sasa hapa hivi niko na Baffu Chaffu.
Namuona na mkeki.
Unaweza bonga naye muulize vile unataka.
Mimi nataka kumuuliza swali moja tu. Nataka kumuuliza aje?
Yep.
Wanasema kila mlasa lazima avute shada. Ni ukweli hapa?
Anauliza.
Let me tell you one thing. Everything has a purpose.
Yeah.
Na unajua ka plant ili grow tu. Yes, haya. Mbona ulize mtu kama ameitumia plant tu imegrow.
Yeah.
Sasa wewe koshajua mrasta ndo face ya hiyo ganja. Hiyo ni thought yako. Hiyo ni thought yako umeweka na rasta amekuwa na hiyo discrimination kila pahali. Mimi hata nikitembea ma airport nini napigwa tero zingine haziko unacheki. Mpaka mjuni yangu ananiuliza ni nini mazee buda ni nini hawa watu takaka kutoka kwako. Hiyo kitu tu alipaste kwa face ya rasta na bado hajaipatia rasta audience kujiexplain. Unacheki juu kuna mimi wacha nikwambie hata shada. The first time nimeona shada ikichomwa ilikuwa ni ndani.
Okay.
Unacheki.
Sawa, Irongo umesikia?
Nasikia. Alafu unipigie ngoma moja ya ile inaitwa wacha kuniita Mungiki.
Ndio hiyo, sawa haina noma.
Wazi
kabisa. Baffu.
Yes, haya.
Naona history ya Gen Z pia wewe una express musically. Cause hiyo ndio voice uko nayo.
From day one.
Yeah.
From day one.
Okay.
Mimi nimekuwa niki-express myself to the system musically. Ukicheki catalog yangu, mimi ndo nilisema Mr. Fuande, usiniande, sina kipande, walenje pia, haina munde, sina bunde. Tell me why you never want to see a Rastaman down a yard. Police want the ganja, then police want the money. Down in a jail, police want lock me up. Police want the ganja, then police want the money. Down in a jail, police want lock me up. It was straight from day one.
Wacha wasikie hii moja kwanza inabonga story ya poriti.
Siku moja nilitoka huko ng'ambo, nikatembelea beze wangu wa kitambo. Akaniambia Kenya kweli kuna mambo, wengine wanasema hao ni maasla, kusunda mamilioni kwenye mabahasha. Wheelbarrow kwa mayouth ndiyo kata, wengine wanaitwa madynasty, tribal kingpin identity. No way, atupangwingi no. dynasty. Now what I want now be nafsi. Nataka Rastaman dynasty. What I want angusha economy. The richer get richer while the poor man die. Corruption is the order of the day. Politics, it a go mash up the nation. Tribalism, systematic division. Nepotism and impunity. Jobless youth in the hands of police. Tell politicians to stop looting. Uplift the nation, poor people fed up. No, no, no way. I do bang wing. No, no, no way. All right then.
Rasta, niko ulikuwa na vision.
Unajua hii ngoma? Hii ngoma nilitoa before election. Unajua ilifinywa, maselekta kawaida yao. Waoga. Sasa hii ni message tu, hii ni view. Unasikia pale nasemaje? Siku moja nilitoka huko ng'ambo nikatembelea bese wangu wa kitambo. Yaani ni best ananipatia story. Alafu mimi nikaiwe akaniambia venye kunakuwa mtani na nikatoa hiyo ngoma. Na hiyo ngoma nilitoa before election na mnajionea unacheki. Yes haya.
Na kuna ingine naona hadi umepasha maavande unauliza Rieng.
Hiyo ilikuwa ni siku moja, acha nikupatie story yake tu kidogo kabla uiangushe. Siku moja nimetembea tao mimi, unajua ras venye si huitwa tu street. Ras ni baie chai, ras jo. Yaani wewe unalipiaga street kama wewe ni rasta. Marasta wote big up yourself. Member Kimathi. Yes haya. Fiuno. I remember Marcus Gave 17th August with Mboginare, Zidiambo. Yes haya. Jumbo Grill, Thika Road, you better know. Sasa ukitembea street. Unaitwaga rasta. Sasa mimi nimeland street kumbe ni majenziwa na riot. Mazee Karausi alini rough up tu nashindwa nini bana.
Gani?
Mi place mu pita daily. Mi hata hao mayouth jo wananijua tu kimuziki jo. Ndo nikatoka na hiyo idea nikasema ni nini unatafuta? Ananiambia nini umebeba iko wapi? Nakwambia nini mi kila saa muulizwa kitu fulani iko wapi? Unacheka.
Kuna Kevo ako mtandao Kevo.
Yes, baba.
Ni aje? Isinya kukwaje?
Viti.
Okay.
Nimemuona hapo katika eneo la K24 mko locked mbaya na Babu Chaffu.
Kabisa.
Yes, I are there.
Ai, Babu Chaffu tunapendeza watoto wangu hapo marege maridi.
Kabisa.
Tunamkipo hapo maasifu ya Isinya tunasema congratulations Babu Chaffu.
Thank you.
Yuti kama sisi kujituma sisi pia ametupa morali kama maasolo wa motorbike.
Kabisa.
Tunasema tutamfollow katika Instagram na amesema pia yuko TikTok.
Prophecy.
Tutamlike.
Yes bra.
Napenda rege kuruka na amenikumbusha mbali kitu kimoja nataka nimuulize Babu Chaffu.
Yes haya.
Ni Mkristo ama ni Muislamu? Kwa sababu haeleweki tuseme mambo ya Kikristo hivi akishamaliza gati ingia chache ama bwana.
Sijakupata poa amesema nini?
Nasema
anauliza dini.
Nasema aje?
Yes.
Babu Chaffu anaenda chache ama aendi chache?
You see, let me tell you one thing. Religion is a division. Our way the Japan is the almighty mission. The teaching of His Majesty, not devil philosophy. The people want the truth. Them no want to dilute. The church is not a building built by the hands of men. But they must know that the church is the body of the man. So your body is the church. Make your body be a temple of Jah Almighty God, the living one who created you. Make it clean. Yes, sire. That is the true church that you have to understand.
Nimekupata Babu Chaffu.
Yes, sire. Big up yourself. Yes, sire.
Hiyo story ya religion unadai unaiputaje?
You see, I'm a Rastaman, and Rastafari is a way of life.
Yeah, man.
We see liberty as it happens.
Yeah.
So we deal with life. We are pro-life. We don't deal with death. What comes after death is none of my business.
Yes.
Live a good life or not, you don't know where dead people go to. This is heaven. Make it lively. Love one another. Yes, usitupe takataka kila pahali. Kile sikue clean. Cleanliness is next to godliness.
Okay.
That's why nilitoa ile ngoma ya Nairobi River. Nairobi River. Nairobi River.
Yeah.
Nairobi River. When I look at you, my body shiver. Kama city on top of the sun, kama tunataka kuwa godly, to clean city, kuwe safi, na kuwe next to God. Usiniambie juu ya church, juu ya nini, juu ya na wewe mwenyewe hujajiclean, unacheki. Sasa hiyo ni live it ya Rasta.
Have you ever seen or heard of in this video?
Baffu, Chaffu, so tupatie last words tukiondokea.
Saa mimi mnipate kwa social media handles, unajua Japi alisema hizi gadgets pia mpaka tuzitumie kama Rastafari. Pale TikTok unaweza nipata kama Baffu Chaffu. BAFFCHAFFU. Na Twitter ama imegeuka inaitwa X. Unaweza nipata Baffu Chaffu Real, na make sure umeweka hizo madabu kwa Instagram pia kwa page yangu. Mimi ni yule msanii sasa utakaga ideas kutoka kwa mafans.
Exactly.
Hapo hivyo uta interact na mimi na hata ngoma unataka niandike kitu nataka tu niseme. Nitasema kwa ngoma 3 minutes.
Unaweza tuambiaje kuhusu Vibes Mjeshi kwanza tutujabonga story ya Vibes?
Vibes Cartel.
Less than a minute.
Vibes Cartel ni artist mnoma jo, na venye ameachiliwa kwa career yake, naona career yake iko open. Yes, mimi si judge mwenye alimhukumu, but kile nazambia Cartel awache tei, apone, alafu arudi kwa stage. Hata sasa hii tukikuja kuperform na yeye hapa hivi, mimi nitapiga 2 hours, yeye atapiga 30 minutes.
Exactly.
Aende relax, akunywe roots,
na hiyo grave disease ni condition ama?
Ni condition tu, unaweza item.
Okay.
Nasikia hakuna kiwa kitu kama hiyo, but unaweza item.
Okay.
Unaweza live nayo na ukae tu poa na uisahau, but health-wise pako check diet yako, zile vitu nakula, achana na tei. Yani ukwe tu, yani mtu
yani change tu livity kabisa.
Change livity. Na kwanza poa, mimi nazambia Vibes akwe tu mrasta.
Exactly.
Yes, akuje tu Rastafari embrace. Mr. Policeman, Rastaman is a peaceful man. We never trouble nobody. What you want from us is just a plant, straight from the soil. Big tune. Natural. Easy man. Take it easy man. Easy man, I take it easy man. Easy man, why you understand? Easy man, I take it easy man. Easy man, why you understand? Easy. Pull it out. Jana unafanya nikumbuke fast sana. Mr. Policeman. You see, we love the brothers and sisters who work in the force, but easy. Rasta not trouble nobody. Straight from the soil. Natural. Easy man. Take it easy man. Easy man, I take it easy man. Easy man, why you understand? Easy man, I take it easy man. Easy man, why you understand? I walking on a road as an innocent man. In my pocket on I got no weapon. Here comes a policeman. Some try to run.